Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to take a look at some more Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne. Alright, so it's Axslav playing Undead up against SonKiE as human on the map. Lost Temple, very classic map. And SonKiE is one of the best Warcraft 3 players in America at the moment. I was just talking about Diggity having met SonKiE at the WCG for the States, the Americas. And yeah, so SonKiE's a pretty good guy. Axslav, on the other hand, actually picked random for this game, as he usually does. And he actually, he's been given Undead by random. So SonKiE doesn't know that. SonKiE doesn't realize that Axslav is actually Undead until he scouts. So sitting out a peasant now, I don't think he'll be scouting this early. He's probably just going to be putting down a farm. The reason that human players will want to do this, and there it is, there's the farm. The reason that human players will want to do that is just to give a bit of advance warning to see if enemies just are coming through their door. They'll know beforehand, before the enemies show up, and give them a few seconds to actually respond. It looks like Axslav is sending out an acolyte, a sixth acolyte. Since he only needs 5 for mining gold, he'll send a 6th one out to find out where SonKiE is. Looks like he's gone for, as you saw there earlier, Crypt and Altar first, followed by the Ziggurat. And yeah, there's the Archmage. So standard human build. Looks like a Crypt Lord. Very nice, very interesting. This is a very unorthodox strategy, but Axslav is known for doing some really interesting stuff. I heard that Axslav is a very clever player, but he has very low APM. But he's such an experienced guy. He really knows how to play some Warcraft. And here he is, sending his acolyte down to the 6 o'clock position. He realizes that SonKiE's in there. He'll be heading around to the 3 o'clock. Looks like SonKiE's getting ready to fast expand with his Archmage. You can see there with the peons. Forgot to turn them in mill. She's turning them around now. So sending the peons out, following the Archmage in. So this will get the Archmage up to level 2 and allow him to expand. But that Crypt Lord, really interesting hero choice. I'm wondering what Axslav would decide. Usually Undead players go for the Death Knight first and run across here and try to get some kills and harassment with the Tomb of Rod of Necromancy. I was going to say the tomb. But having a look at the Crypt Lord here, he's got a shop uploaded. Selling his town portal, buying a Rod of Necromancy and a Sacrificial Skull. So that's a very exotic sort of strategy there. And he's going to be fast expanding because you can tell, because he's got that Sacrificial Skull, meaning that he wants to put down Blight straight away at the natural expansion and actually put Ziggurats there to defend it in advance. And SonKiE may well actually head straight across the map. Now just bear in mind that SonKiE still doesn't really know whereabouts on the map Axslav is. I think the Acolyte probably has reached him and he has realized that random race has given Axslav Undead. Just pulling back that ghoul, nice micro there, managing to keep that ghoul alive. Putting down that Ziggurat, ready to defend against the humans should they attack. SonKiE's decided just to keep attacking here. He's up to level 2 already. Axslav attacking a peasant with his acolyte there, scouting acolyte, just being a bit annoying. The peons aren't bothering to hit back. They just want to get the buildings up and running as soon as possible. SonKiE continuing to creep in the middle here, just going for the little troll pocket there. And this is going to be a very, very interesting game. It's not often you see Undead try to sort of counter-expand up against a human fast expand, but this is Axslav, and this guy is known for doing some pretty cool stuff, and I'm really glad to be watching a very unorthodox game. Really keeps Warcraft 3 fun and exciting. Warcraft 3 is a game that's been out for about 7 years now. So people are really starting to fully understand the game, and it's becoming a very, very familiar game to a lot of people. Sending out a couple of carrion beetles now just to do a bit of scouting, find out where SonKiE's forces is. They are going to run into SonKiE, so Axslav is going to be in the know. He's going to know what is going on. He knows about that expansion. He doesn't really care about that expansion too much. He doesn't really want to harass it too heavily because he's going to rely on his own expansion back at the 9 o'clock. Deep breath for. Alright, so killing some of these gnolls in the center, usually you wouldn't really be able to attack this creep camp, but the Crypt Lord is such a tough hero for creeping. He's got those summoned beetles as well. And SonKiE running straight past the fiends. It's not because he's a noob and he doesn't realize it, but SonKiE at this point does understand that he's being counter-expanded. SonKiE is going to head straight up to the 9 o'clock and ignore the Undead forces in the middle of the map. Conversely, Axslav sending his army down to the 3 o'clock to counter SonKiE's expansion. So here goes the tower, building it just underneath the Nerubian tower. Axslav cancelling his expansion, so that's nasty. SonKiE will actually come out on top here if Axslav doesn't manage to get the expansion up. But in the meantime, Axslav is raising a lot of skeletons with his rod, forcing, well, not forcing, but SonKiE has chosen to teleport back with his Archmage to save his own expansion here. And this is really cool play because Axslav is making up for the loss of his expansion there, having to cancel it by doing a lot of damage to SonKiE. SonKiE, on the other hand, has managed to box in Axslav's Crypt Lord and is just surrounding this Crypt Lord now. Looks like the Crypt Lord's going to go down. He's going to need a teleport, but kills the Archmage, loses the Crypt Lord as well. That actually came out a lot better for Axslav, even though both players lost their heroes, because the Crypt Lord survived and died second. The Crypt Lord got the experience from that trade-off, and the Archmage didn't get the experience, so that will actually benefit Axslav. Very important thing to keep in mind. Looks like all of these bugs and skeletons are still alive. Still no towers have been upgraded. Axslav managed to take out the one guard tower that had been completed. And this is allowing the bugs just to start sniping these peasants. But finally the towers are up and running. They're going to get rid of the beetles pretty quickly. Axslav has rebuilt his expansion, if you guys didn't notice that, back at the 9 o'clock. And we've got a goblin shredder there from SonKiE, very nice. So yeah, there's the rebuilt expansion. It's still going to be a little bit behind the humans, but this will allow Axslav to keep up. He's going to be able to keep up the pace. Sending a Crypt Fiend in, I'm not sure if this was rallied incorrectly, but it's probably just Axslav just finding out what's going on. Hopefully he doesn't get surrounded here by the militia. He's just carefully getting out of the way. SonKiE's trying to surround it, but doesn't quite have the speed that he needs to cut in behind the Fiend and prevent it. So SonKiE just cancelling that little effort, and Axslav has managed to get the scouting that he wanted to. So there's the Fiend leaving the base now. Altar of Darkness nearly completed the Crypt Lord reviving. We've got the Halls of the Dead upgrading now. On the other hand, SonKiE is pretty much just keeping up with him. SonKiE is slightly ahead with the Town Hall upgrade to the Keep, or whatever you call it, level 2. Blacksmith going down for SonKiE, so he's going to be wanting to get some upgrades, maybe even some riflemen or something interesting like that. So we've got the Arcane Vault also going down. Sending a couple of militia up through to the 12 o'clock. It looks like Axslav has anticipated that. He's got an Acolyte there ready to see if SonKiE is tempted to go for a triple base, double expansion style, and try to sort of out-expand the Undead that way, since the game has sort of turned into an expansion fest. But notice the militia actually have headed up the causeway to the top right of the map, rather than going to the 12 o'clock. Very interesting. So the Acolyte's not even going to scout that. Very nice stuff. I was just wondering if maybe SonKiE knew about that Acolyte. Who knows? But at this point, SonKiE clearing up the rest of the creeps in the middle of the map. Axslav had started on that camp earlier on, but didn't quite creep it in full. So SonKiE's polishing it off now, adding a Necropolis to that expansion, allowing him to teleport back to it if he needs to. That's the advantage of the human expansion, is that you can use your Town Portal Scroll to teleport straight to your natural expansion. You can't do that as Undead unless you've added a Necropolis. Axslav is going to be doing that. Axslav creeping the Goblin Merchant down at the bottom left, picking up a couple of items there. It's looks like we've got the humans doing something down the bottom left. Looks like, the Crypt Lord level up to level 4. He's picked up some healing wards from this little camp. He's picked up a Scroll of Town Portal. Bear in mind that he didn't have one before, because he sold it at the start of the game, so now he's equipped with that Town Portal. Healing wards, though, very, very handy item. The thing about healing wards is they do so much to aid your efforts in combat. They really benefit you, but they're so easy for your opponent to target, so you want to sort of use them in the heat of battle, or when